Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It is October 5th, 2024. New fire start last night in the Wood River Valley, out Martin Canyon, east of Bellevue. Dispatch reported the fire a little after midnight, likely human caused. And I don't know if you remember, we had a red flag warning yesterday for high winds and low relative humidity, so this thing picked up. It was reported at 350 acres, could be a little bit more than that right now. This is looking probably earlier on in the fire, and then Trey Knox took this picture. I think this is probably on the tail end of this morning. You could see it was kind of wrapped up and around and was burning in the canyon bottom. Thanks, Trey. Hope you're staying safe out there on the fire, along with all the other crews. I think Haley, Ketchum, Sun Valley were all dispatched to this fire, along with BLM because it's on BLM land. We got there around 2 a.m. And if you're enjoying broadcasts like this, we ask for a one-time donation or even better, sustaining membership. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. So looking at the heat map, the fire was kind of reported down in this spot here and climbed the hillside. Fire likes to climb hills, it doesn't like to go down them. So it looks like it moved to the north and the west with those southerly winds probably funneling up this canyon, feeding the fire, pushing it up towards the ridge line here. The good news is that a lot of this has burned before. You see, we had what latest fire was in 2017, 2011, 2007, and of course the big Sharps fire in 2018. So if the fire continues to move up canyon, it's going to run into the Sharps fire where there'll be less fuel up there. There probably still is enough fuel if it burned up this hillside here, which was likely cheatgrass, which burns pretty quick, but not too much fuel to burn. That all the sagebrush had been burned on that slope. So that's kind of the good news is they're reporting that I think they're going to do some aerial fire retardant drops today to probably keep the fire from working its way down towards Bellevue here. This is out Muldoon Canyon, a sub-canyon of Muldoon Canyon called Martin. So that is kind of the current situation. The winds have been out of the northwest. They're going to continue to be out of the northwest today. That's good. That's going to cause the fire to back. So it's not going to have as much oxygen to go up and over this ridge line. If it were southerly winds, it's just going to keep pushing that thing, feeding it with oxygen. Now it's going to actually deprive it of oxygen and cause it to just kind of stay still. It will creep over to the sides. I think my worry would be it's going to be heading north, which is good for the town or the city of Bellevue, with the fire moving down that way. Looking around at wind speeds yesterday, we got up to 36. This is on top of Baldy, kind of our closest weather station, and they're out of the south and kind of switched to the west. And we had a number of different fires. The Valley fire outside of Boise started yesterday morning, and we were getting some smoke from that. But now the winds are shifting to the northwest. They're still pretty gusty this morning. But that's going to help again make that fire back. And the winds are going to get so this is about now. The winds are going to back off today. You can see we're going to be back in the clear for under gusts of 20 miles per hour. The winds are going to shift to the northwest. So I think that's going to help aid with this fire getting put out fairly quickly. The thing with grass sagebrush fires is they move quick, but they can get contained relatively quickly as well. So hopefully we get some air support. We're in a level 4 right now, which means resources are pretty strapped, and a lot of aerial resources were being used yesterday in Boise. So hopefully we get something out of Pocatello to lay down some red strips and keep the city of Bellevue safe. Looking at the fire, the smoke today is going to pick up a little bit. Let me backtrack this. So with those northwest winds, it's going to kind of push it a little bit towards us, but they're not going to be very strong. They're going to die out. It looks like the Sawtooth Valley is going to be in the smoke. We're probably going to, the Valley Fire is going to really depend on if they get more resources on it today and put it out. You can barely see this current fire I'm talking about right there, putting out some smoke, but all that should be blown away from the valley floor. So it's a fire update on the Martin fire. To be out at work today, so probably can't keep updates. Make sure you stay tuned to Blaine County Sheriff Office. They'll be putting out any evacuation notices.